Hi everyone, and welcome to The Offensive, where you can be as offensive as you want or need to be. Roll intro. Today, I opened up my YouTube. Okay? That's not unusual, right? Everyone opens up their YouTube. And it's always my first thing I do in the morning. I wake up, YouTube in my face. So I kind of get my news and sort of what's going on in the world by just looking at my front page. And what do I find? A little video with Jacqueline Glenn. This is like yesterday. Crying her eyes out. Now, I usually don't talk about relationships within YouTube and stuff like that, but these people made this one public, so their breakup was gonna be public. So let's talk about that. I was so upset, but something in my brain told me that Richie was going to do this. Because he's done it before in the past, and I thought, poor Jacqueline, it's gonna happen to her one of these days and she's gonna find out about something, and it did happen, and I feel so upset for Jacqueline because this is the second time some YouTuber boyfriend has done her over and made her really upset. Like, the first one was a huge scandal, but this time it was just like, he's done it again, and it just shows how much Richie from Social Repose is such a selfish son of a bitch. And I get it. I had a guy, he didn't cheat on me, but he had ex-girlfriends as friends, and that should have been my first alarm. But to me, that was selfish, and he didn't think about me and how I felt, and he never took that to account. And so, you know, it's really, really awful that guys do this to women, and even if it's just public or non-public, it's just wrong that what Richie did. And as if you go to, I'm not going to show you the videos, but I'll put them in the description below of what Jacqueline said and what Richie said. And I've actually unsubscribed from Richie because I saw this as this loving, fun-loving character, this silly guy, this, you know, fun, harmless weirdo that I thought was a really cool guy. And now I see him, because you're a public figure, like, you have to set examples for people and not be a huge dick, you know? And when you be a huge dick, no one wants to see you, talk about you, etc. Except maybe his fangirls who want to, you know, do unspeakable things to him, but knowing he's a cheater, they, you know, they want to do that. But otherwise, you know, sane, sensible people like myself, I'm going by, you know, I don't want to, you know, listen to anything Social Repose Richie does anymore. Makes me super uncomfortable, watching someone I know is a super selfish person and can do that to another person. And as Jacqueline was saying, he was very stone-faced to her, telling you, yeah, I should have done better, yeah, I could have done, like, you could have done better. What about, you could have thought about it before thinking about servicing your dick? Like, seriously. As soon as I saw it, my mind was blown about all these horrible things that she said she found on his phone, and all these things that he said, and how it was another person. She didn't feel like it was Richie saying it, and that he, you know, turned into like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and it's just not fair for her. And it's like, if you're gonna go out with someone like Jacqueline Glenn, you gotta know that she got her heart broken very publicly last time. It was very huge. It was a huge scandal. It was terrible. And this time it was very public again. Not very huge, but it was very public and very another humiliating thing. And she feels like a huge idiot. She shouldn't, because like, she shouldn't feel like an idiot because it's not her fault that her boyfriend decided to be selfish and not think about his girlfriend, who is always there for him, always doing things for him, being there for him, wanting to help him on his new music tour that he's currently on. and want to be a girlfriend involved in his life and make great choices for their relationship. And then you have someone like Richie, who is more focused on his career and how that comes first over relationships, as he says, which is, I think, is quite disgusting. That, you know, like, sure, your career is one of the biggest goals in your life. If you don't want to have distractions in your life, then don't have a girlfriend or boyfriend, if whatever situation you're in. Like, seriously, don't do that. You know, have fly-by-nighters, but don't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, because sometimes I find that relationships do interfere with your goals, and you have to prioritize what's going on in your life. And I just felt that Richie didn't do this and didn't grow up. He's still like a Peter Pan, I can fly sort of bullshit. And it's just not fair for Jacqueline, who wanted to make a family, get married, have a house, you know, and do all the normal things relationship people do, you know, what people want to do. And it's what I want in my life. I want to, you know, have a house with someone, live with someone. I don't want to get married. That's just my thing, and I don't want children, but I just want to be with someone. But Jacqueline, I understand her heart, because my heart's very similar. Like, I want all those beautiful, silly, romantic ideas, you know, I want those beautiful things in my life, and I felt so sorry for her as soon as I seen it. Like, I wanted to, like, reach through the screen and give her a huge hug and say, it's okay, Jacqueline, and, like, feed her ice cream all day and Chinese, and just sit there and cry with her, and you know, that we all care about her. And even though I've never met her in my life, I just felt the urgency. I just want to go through the screen and go, it's okay, I love you, it's okay. You know, because it was just so fucked. Like, she is a great person. Like, sure, her beliefs about non-religious things is out there, and I believe some of it, but not a lot of it. But you know, you don't hurt someone over their beliefs. Like, she is a great person anyway. Like, personality wise, she is a cool person. And the fact that, you know, Richie did this, Richie hurt her, and, you know, I can't. And the fact he's sitting there going, maybe I should have done this, and maybe I should have done that, and maybe I should go to counseling, and Jacqueline was there for me, and I loved her. And it's like, well, if you loved her, why did you go and fuck someone else? Like, not just once, not just twice, 3 times. What the fuck, man? Like, seriously, like, what goes off in your brain? Oh, like, oh, sex orgasms, that sounds good, better over there, and then think later, oh, Jacqueline, oh, oops, you know, like, he just didn't want to have that relationship with Jacqueline. He didn't, he wanted something different out of life, and Jacqueline wanted something different. And, like, you should state that. You guys should have a talk about what you want out of life before you go ahead with that relationship. And you go, I thought that's what I wanted. It's like, no, you didn't. You knew what you wanted. You just wanted your dick to be held, basically. And, you know, Jacqueline was there, and that other bitch was there, so that kind of made me mad. And it just makes me mad as well as YouTubers, as we have to uphold a certain, like, sense of dignity in our lives and who we are. Otherwise, if we don't, then someone can catch us out as to all the bad behavior we do, and then that reflects badly on our fans and how we are perceived by our fans, because that's what we do as YouTubers. We try to be good people so that we pass on positive messages out to you guys and be happy, you know. And the fact that, you know, he's just a son of a bitch at the moment. I'm super angry at him. I've never met him in my life, but yet I'm so angry at him for Jacqueline. And as I said, he didn't fight. He didn't put up a fight just to say, no, I didn't, blah, blah, blah. Nope. He full took it on the wrist and full went, yep, I did it. It's what I did. Jacqueline's right. I'm wrong. Shoot some shit at me. I deserve it. I'm human garbage. Whatever. And it's like, yeah, it's not much fun. But at the same time, you're a jerk off. And some of his, just a lot of what he said was just wrong. You'll see what I mean. It's just so cool and calm. he's not crying, he's not upset, where Jacqueline is deeply upset, deeply crying, deeply wanting to, you know, she's longing for Richie even though she is so mad at him, and that would be super hurtful. I know where she's at with that as well. It hurts, everything hurts. And what I want to say to Jacqueline is this: do not go back with Richie or we'll have like the same respect we have for Rihanna this much after she went back to Chris Brown. So yeah, it's not the best. So yeah, Jacqueline, you deserve someone better. You deserve someone who'll treat you right, make you feel like an ultimate princess, a Prince Charming, you know. They should have some sort of YouTube bachelorette for her, because like YouTube Red service bachelorette for her, to find someone who will treat her right, treat her decently, and not publicly shame her or, you know, create chaos for her for the second time. Like, if you're going out with Jacqueline Glenn, you'd have to make sure that you don't break her heart again, as I said, publicly, shamefully, and that you didn't break her heart, period, because she is so tender right now, and it's just not fair. As a girl, you know, it hurts, and it hurts me watching someone be very upset and crumbling and crying and being able to share something that raw on a camera. It's not easy. It is so hard, and I'm just super mad at that today. Super mad. I'm mad at other things, but I just thought I'd mention the whole thing. If you agree with me, put in the comments below what you think. Not think about Richie, we can go bash Richie another day, but what you think that Jacqueline should do. Maybe even talk to Jacqueline, tell her on her Twitter, you know, steps maybe she should take, or maybe even just send some love and support her way, because that would be a great thing from the YouTube community. And yeah, I want to go up to Jacqueline right now, just hug her and feed her lots of ice cream and Chinese, and just watch lots of silly movies and just be with her and just make sure she was okay, you know, and be a good friend. That's what I'd like to do, but as I said, I don't know her personally, so that would be a bit weird, but you know, I would do that for anyone who is my friend, who I would see that they've got a relationship problem and it's just blown up in their face, and I would do that for them. I would completely be heaps supportive and help that person out, you know, but that's who I am. But if you want to go be a dick to Richie on Twitter or on YouTube, Instagram, the rest, or even go to his show and harass him, I say do it. Seriously, like I say do it. Go tell Richie what much of a dick he is, you know, for wanting to just fuck everything and, you know, not think about Jacqueline and her feelings and how they are together, and it just sucks. She gave her all to that relationship, and Richie just was like, fuck that. It's just not fair. Someone putting so much effort into one person and then the other person just doesn't give a fuck. It's like he blamed his depression. He blamed fuck off. If I blame my depression on like everything I ever did, you know, they'd be fucked. Like, there are times where I have to own my own shit and just go, yeah, that's what I did. I did that. I'm sorry, but I did. He did that, but he also said, oh, I've got depression, I've got anxiety, la la la. Guess what? I've got depression, anxiety too, dude. And guess what? I own all my shit. Oh yeah, I own my shit. Okay? So, fuck you on that. So this is my last word on this whole thing. Richie, you're an asshat, an asshole, and you're selfish as fuck. Fuck you, Richie, and I unsubscribed from you. So everyone should do the same. But if you're a real deep-seated fan of Richie, whatever, move on. I don't want to hear about it. Okay, next thing I want to talk about. YouTube. Again, yeah, I know. I'm always bashing YouTube. But I am putting up extra content on my VidMe channel. So go and look at my VidMe channel. You'll find extra content there. I'm baking some more this week. But seriously though, I'm not happy with YouTube because their algorithms are getting worse. They're demonetizing nearly everything I have now. It's really starting to get on my nerves. And that they're actually going out and finding, if I've been in the public and there's like a little bit of music I've walked by, or that I've seen something that maybe had a trademark on it that I didn't know, like it's just something in the background or something I've seen and, you know, whatever, they've gone through like that and found like tiny little things and demonetized me for that, or some of my proceeds of my channel is going to that guy because of that, and I'm thinking of taking down that video so that doesn't happen. You know, that video isn't that important, it was just something fun I did and wanted to show people, and now I have to fucking hand over my money. Like this month I didn't earn a lot at all, and yet that money went to that dude, and I don't think that's fair at all. So I'll be taking down that video so that that guy can't get my money anymore, because that's not fair. Seriously not fair for me. And it's... Fuck you, YouTube. That's what I fucking think of you. You're a bunch of seons, to be quite honest. But... the other thing I want to talk about YouTube is this. The fact that we can't have tragedies or political sort of statements anymore, and if whatever we say about tragedies, even if it's just saying, oh, I'm so sorry for these people because this happened, blah blah blah, you know, just one little word saying, like if I just said the word, I can't even say it, but if I spell it, I don't know if this will help, but SEPT1, right? If I said something about that, now I'd be in so much trouble and I'd get like demonetized straight up, and that's not what I do. I don't need demonetization because it's really hard just trying to make my way, let alone, you know, getting demonetized for something as little as saying I'm sorry for the survivors of, or the people who are lost of that particular tragedy. And when I feel very heartfelt about said things, but I can't even say things like that, or I can't even talk about political things anymore without them turning around and saying sorry, demonetize. It's like they are, you know, trying to keep our mouth shut. So can't talk about tragedies, can't talk about shit, because, well, basically you're in trouble, girl. You don't get to talk about that. I'm sorry, you don't get to talk about that. Here's, like, you know, here's our money, here's you, jump for the money, jump, you know, it's pretty much how it feels to us. And not only that, it's like hush money. Like, you know, it's like, we won't monetize this if you talk about this. So we don't get to talk about political things, or we don't get to talk about tragedies and bad things that happen, because they'll take our money from us. It's like they're saying, you shut up about that, or we won't pay you. You know, it's hush money. It's disgusting. It's like they are, what's the word? They're reducting what we're doing. That's pretty much what it is. They're reducting what we say, and we don't get paid for that. And then when we don't talk about it, we get paid for that. It's a little weird, isn't it, that we have this whole hush money thing going on with YouTube, isn't it? It's a goddamn thing, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of everything YouTube does, and their algorithm sucks balls. Like, even on Philip DeFranco, they said that their algorithm has learned new things and it's getting better. Fuck off, it's getting better. Fuck off, it's getting worse. It's the worst thing you've ever done, YouTube. It's the fucking worst. Listen to us. It's not creator friendly anymore. It's not even great for creators anymore. You know, we are getting mauled. It's not fair. Not at all fair. And I really think that YouTube should rethink what they do. I really think so. And so, just pisses me off, you know. Not only that, but I heard Philip Franco this morning talking about how Nintendo does that same thing as what I was talking about before, where if you talk about Nintendo, you can sign up to them, their creator page, and what happens is if you talk about Nintendo, you can get paid a small portion of what you earned, but part of that goes to Nintendo. Now that's disgusting because Nintendo is a huge corporation in Japan who, you know, are fucking huge and get revenue other ways, yet they want a piece of our pie. Get fucked, Nintendo. Like, I love The Legend of Zelda, I love all your stuff, Nintendo, but when you start being narky towards creators, I think you're a bunch of cunts. I really do. That makes me mad, like super mad, like Super Mario mad. I just don't think that's right, you know. Everyone wants a piece of us. But why? We are trying to live and get on in the world and earn our money as we all do on here, and you know, trying to be normal people, you know, and we're getting shit taken off us left, right and center. It's disgusting, and that's why I went to VidMe, guys. This is the BS as to why I went to VidMe. Like, YouTube is being an absolute cunt about everything. It's not fair, and I feel that other companies will follow exactly like Nintendo and start asking for revenue from us as well as the ad that they have and all that, and I don't think that's right. It's very uncreative friendly, so don't talk about Nintendo, do not talk about Super Mario, do not talk about anything that they do, otherwise you will be demonetized, you will be caught up in their crap. Like, seriously, so don't show that game. Even my friend Wilco, do not show that game or be ready to be demonetized. Seriously. I usually like watching my friend Wilco play the Rabbids vs Mario game, which I found to be a really funny, silly game. But even that, me talking about that, I could be demonetized today, who knows. But that he could be demonetized for that, just doing that, just reviewing that game. So no more Nintendo, guys. Don't do it unless you actually want to earn the dollars that you earn doing what we do and working as hard as we do on our channel. So not fucking fair. So that's what's got me all riled up today, and oh my god, like, are you fucking serious? But if you want to add anything today, like that, what gets your goat or what's getting you to have beef, because damn, I got beef. But seriously, if you have anything down below, put it in. Go to my Facebook, Nickey's board channel, and have a talk to me about on Messenger, or even send me a message. Go on Instagram me about it. Go on Twitter or whatever you can find about me. Type to me. I will have a look, and yeah, we'll talk about it. But until then, today, I've got so much beef. The last thing I want to talk about on the offensive today is this. It's so stupid, but I have to talk about it. Okay, so I watched Star Wars number 6 on the weekend. I think it's the Return of the Jedi. I think it is the Return of the Jedi. Or Empire Strikes Back. I can't remember which one it is anymore. Anyway, so, you know, or was it? No, it's the 4th one. Duh. Anyway, so the 4th one, anyway, I watched that one, and it's the bit where Luke and Obi-Wan Kenobi go up to Han Solo in the cantina, and they talk to him, but after they shortly leave him to go sell the speeder and everything to get money for that, for their trip, that Greedo comes in and tells Han Solo that he owes Jabba money, and that Greedo's there to shoot him and take his carcass back to Jabba to get money. But Han has other ideas, and so we see Han shoots Greedo under the table and Greedo dies, right? And we all chant, "Han shot first! Han shot first!" Oh fuck no! Oh no! I thought the same for the longest time. Han shot first. Oh, that ain't so. I watched it on purpose, like really closely with my family. I watched it so close and came to the conclusion as this. Greedo shot first. He shot, just missed his hand by this much, and the shot goes like, cause Han's like this with the gun under the table, and that the shot actually goes above Han here, just about here. Shoot, so Greedo shot at Han and the hand's there. Han listened to that and just went boom and shot Greedo. So Greedo actually did shoot first, but his shot landed over his shoulder, just between him and Chewie. So go watch that back again and have a look. Everyone, every Star Wars fan out there, I'm a Trekkie, so I don't care if I'm ruining anything for a Star Wars person, but I have had to know this just because I thought Han always shot first, but no, it's not true. Greedo shot first, everyone, and he did. He like full over the shoulder bit. Yeah, that's made me mad. It really did, because for the longest time I've really been thinking that Han shot first. So that made me mad too. I'm very upset about that. I hope that doesn't ruin everybody's life, but go and check it out. If you have evidence showing me otherwise, please put it in the comment section below, or find me on Twitter, Facebook, etc., and just give it to me and have a look, and I'll have a look at it. Otherwise, Han, old buddy, didn't do it. Oh no, Greedo shot first. Next up. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time, and be as offensive as you want or need to be, or when you got beef, you got motherfucking beef. OMG. So, love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Here's hoping I don't get demonetized. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.